In a chilling chapter of true crime that reverberated through the streets of Rio de Janeiro and across the world, the assassination of Marielle Franco on March 14, 2018, marked a dark day for human rights, social activism, and political integrity in Brazil. Marielle Franco, a black bisexual woman raised in the favelas, had risen to become a vocal city councilor in Rio, fighting tirelessly against police brutality, racial injustice, and inequality. Her life and work embodied the struggle for a fairer society, making her death not only a personal tragedy, but also a significant public and political loss. Marielle Franco was returning from an event aimed at empowering young black women when her car was ambushed in Rio's central region. 9 bullets were fired, killing her and her driver, Anderson Gomes, instantly. The precision of the attack immediately suggested the involvement of professionals, leading to widespread speculation that her assassination was a politically motivated hit, given her outspoken criticism of police actions in the favelas and her advocacy for human rights. The investigation into Marielle Franco's murder was fraught with complexity and controversy. Initial inquiries pointed towards the involvement of militia groups operating within Rio, often composed of former and serving police officers. These militias, deeply entrenched in Rio's socio-political fabric, are known for their brutal enforcement of control over certain areas, as well as for their political connections. 2 former police officers, Rani Lessa and Elcio Vieira de Queiroz, were arrested in March 2019, accused of being the gunman and the driver, respectively. The investigation suggested that the assassination was meticulously planned, involving months of monitoring Marielle's movements. The aftermath of Marielle Franco's assassination saw an outpouring of grief and anger, both within Brazil and internationally. Thousands took to the streets to mourn her death and protest against the violence and corruption that plagues Brazilian society. Marielle became a symbol of resistance, with her image and words inspiring movements for social justice and equality far beyond the borders of Brazil. Her murder also highlighted the dangerous climate for human rights defenders and political activists in Brazil, where threats and violence have become alarmingly common. Despite the arrest of 2 suspects, many questions remain unanswered, including the identity of those who ordered the killing and their motives. The case continues to unfold, with international organizations and activists calling for transparency and accountability. Marielle Franco's assassination is believed to be directly related to her activism and political work. Her rising influence and vocal criticism of police tactics and corruption might have been perceived as a threat to the interests of powerful groups within Rio, including corrupt politicians, militias, and criminal organizations intertwined with parts of the state apparatus. Marielle Franco's legacy continues to inspire and mobilize advocates for justice and equality worldwide, serving as a poignant reminder of the cost of fighting for human rights in an environment where such efforts are met with violence. Her story, emblematic of true crime in its most political and tragic form, challenges us to confront the realities of systemic injustice and to continue the work she started.